So this is Crying Suns. Crying Suns Advanced Tactics. I didn't know it had a subtitle. I haven't played this since early access when I first checked it out. Have I heard of this game called Crying Suns? No, never. So we are gonna replay this. Mathchamp has been like messaging me like crazy with the stuff I need to do in this game. I'll need a few runs to unlock Kosh. All right. You're excited to see what I think of this game? Well, I know the game decently well, but it's been long enough that I'll have to re-remember and relearn a bunch of it. But I do remember a lot of it's kind of rock, paper, scissors combat style, so let's check it out. What's up, Petro Digitator? That's how I feel after playing FTL right there. Where am I? You have just finished a full 7 hours of hard mode no pause in FTL. It's time for you to recover. I've been cloned? A dwarf planet on the outer rim. Most call it Gehenna, if they call it anything at all. This, Admiral, is a top secret cloning facility for the Imperial forces. I was right! Where all my human clones have gone. The one and only of its kind. I am Caliban, its Omni Guardian. I don't understand. You've been cloned by a heartless person named Rand 118. You have died, Admiral. Or to put it another way, the true version of you has died. You are his clone, identical to the original Ellis, Idaho, in every possible way with some minor differences. When did Admiral Idaho die? How? Unfortunately, I do not know the details of my clones' lives, as interesting as they must be. Extraneous to my directives, I believe. Which leads me to why I've woken you. You must be curious after all. I need your help. A machine asking for my help. Now I truly feel strange. Not just a machine, Admiral. An Omni, short for Omni Mechanical Neo and Intelligence. Emperor Oberon invented us. Now your kind relies on us for just about everything. Hey, Girl Angel, for the 12 months, my friend. A full year, you rock. Appreciate the continued randomness, my friend. I'll come right out with it. I believe the Empire is in danger. In danger? What in the name of Oberon are you talking about? Once every 4 years, under the most secretive of protocols, I receive a single transmission from Elysium, our capital. Those transmissions stopped arriving. So you send a transmission yourself? I don't see the problem. That's just it. I can't. This facility was built in such a way to prevent it from initializing contact with the Empire, to help keep it a secret. Something is wrong. I am certain of it. And I've awoken you so that you can fly out of here in an Omni-class battleship, no less, and see for ourselves. I believe you'll find my intelligence indispensable for our mission, Admiral. I don't have your kind's limitations. If you're so smart, what do you need me for? Why don't you just command the battleship? Because of Oberon's Rubicon, it prohibits Omnis from commanding battleships. War is a human prerogative. Also, since I can assume the clones here are the best of the best, that would make you the best Imperial Admiral to ever exist. I'd say you're perfect for the job. I'll do it, machine. For Oberon and the Empire. It's my duty as an Imperial Admiral. Excellent. Now just one more thing. Standard operating procedure requires I ask. Can you recall any of your emotional memories? Emotional memories? Any memory linked to a strong emotion like love or hate? These memories, because of their complex neural pathways, will be a bit trickier for you to access, I'm afraid. I'm not sure. Then if you would do me the honor of trying to recall one, any emotional memory will do. Okay, do I have a choice here? I can't. So much is blurred, broken apart. Don't worry, Admiral. Perfectly normal for this stage. You'll find rational memories on the other hand. Those linked to Idaho's training and combat experience almost immediately accessible. Just ask if you need a refresher. Lastly, and this is most important, if these emotional memories return, rather, when they return, you must tell me immediately. It's important for your safety, you understand? I understand. Perfect, let's wake up. Okay, let's do it. Call me Caliban. Alright, you're pissed off today, Cerbinoid. New tax in our country got live, and now your favorite fruit water almost doubled its price. Yeah, that sucks. When was it I played again? It was early access. Before this game was released, I played. Okay, sugary drinks are good for you. God, that's what we're talking about. Okay. It's funny looking at the beginning of the story after knowing the whole story. Okay, let's see here. So choose my officers. I have 2 officers left to select. So I need to unlock Chaos by completing Chapter 1. That's what you said I need to play. Fighter, Frigate, Drone, Piercer, Laser. I feel like there's a lot more here than when I last played. So if I go... How do I choose? Hey, choose. Oh, I click on this. Okay. So, soldier, scientist, spy. I assume I want to have different types. So let's have 1 soldier, 1 scientist. Starting ship has Gehenna's tech. The one you said is interesting. You think is the Hammer class or something. Yeah, GameStop stocks before $4, now $500. Yeah, that's crazy with that whole story. It's super crazy, Chachalulu. All right. Let's do it. Let's play on easy because I have no idea if I'll remember the combat well enough to play on normal. All right. These are all the sectors of the Outer Rim, Admiral. The farthest sectors from the capital that there are. If there was ever a wasteland in the Empire, this would be it. I'm not picking up other omnis. Even out here, I should be picking up dozens of them. Try not to overact, machine. It's probably nothing. The Emperor's been flawlessly for how many years now? 700. And we'll do so for hundreds more. Now come on, let's take a look around. Okay. Finally, some easy runs. Maybe today we will get pepper instead of salt. You mean sugar. Sugar instead of salt. Unless you like pepper for some strange reason. Alright, appears to be some kind of cube-like refinery. Neo-N Hypercube. Omnitech for the simultaneous harvesting and refining of neutronium from nearby stars. Interesting and not downright bizarre. This cube isn't connected to the full net. Why aren't there Hypercube Omnis trying to reconnect it as we speak? Investigate the cube. Let's check it out. Basically, each battleship has a special ability that is permanent. For your starting battleship, it repairs squadrons twice as quickly. Cool. Cube isn't connected. By the looks of it, hasn't been connected in years. You'd say it looks like it's been disconnected for 10 to 15 years. Alright. At least could the Empire have disconnected on purpose? Don't think so. Cubes are complex tech, needed constant supervision. Disconnected would make that all but impossible. Empty Neo-N. Looks like whoever came before us took it all. Won't be fueling here. It's the most vanilla battleship. Game looks very beautiful. Yeah, it's a very cool visual looking game. Could still be some residual Neo-N coursing with the cube. I should be able to unlock this final restraint so we can scavenge leftovers. Okay. Just like fuel. All suns have a Neo-N cube where you have a chance to scavenge some precious leftover fuel. Alright, so this is fuel. Scavenge Neo-N. You always play on normal? Anyway, good luck. Alright. Well, I haven't played for over a year. I don't remember when I actually played, so... I gotta remember the game. Okay, I guess we go here next. How much do I remember? I remember the combat more than I remember the story or any of this other stuff. Battleship's 12 o'clock. Never seen like any ships like it. Incoming transmission. Imperial battleship made from Tillerstech. My mouth is watering. This is Admiral Idaho of the Imperial Fleet. Stand down, captains. Imperial sector you find yourself in. Imperial sector, that's funny, imp. There's too much blue. It's a very blue game. I'm blue. I'm a blue game. 3D pixelated models give you goosebumps. Wow, okay. Deploy your officers during fight. Some officers have special abilities that can boost specific systems. 3 systems. Squadron, weapon, hull. Be careful while you deploy your officers. Squadrons are essential. You know what? I may have been confusing the combat with this to shortest trip to Earth or something else. I'm not sure, because I do remember this, but it's different than what I was thinking of. Squadron are essential to protect your battleship, destroy the enemy. Deploy your squadron, click on the plus sign. For now, your second dock will be locked till you have learned the basics, okay? But maybe I am thinking of the combat, it's once you actually approach guys that happens, I'm not sure. Use your weapons to gain a decisive advantage. Weapons can be deployed by clicking the plus sign on an empty dock. Neurocam can accelerate your thoughts to a point where time appears totally still. Space to pause. Gotcha. Alright, so deploy. Soldier. I definitely don't remember the combat here. Okay. And hull. Weapons reload time. So I should put you on weapons, I think. Well, Wind and Wilting Blossom is on schedule. Neither is Cha-Cha, Lulu. I haven't updated it, so. You played it normally, you didn't have much trouble, except when you tried to play as the Void class, which starts super weak. What's up, Flurchin? You've been looking forward to Crying Suns for a while? Glad to see you. Nice. Alright, so. How do I deploy my units here? So they got Squadron Weapons Hall. So I put you on there. I don't have another officer for this. Fighters, drones. Frigate. Massive damage versus fighters. Massive damage versus drones. Do I see what they have? Looks like he's got drones there. Let's do drones here. Or fighters there. And Piercer laser. We'll equip that. Okay. See what happens here. So that deploys my fighters. He's got drones. They're coming right for us. Guess I'm gonna let them come to us. Let's try to block them off there. Okay. Okay, this is not the game I was thinking of when I thought I knew what Crying Suns was. Oh, I don't remember what game I was thinking of that had the 3 ships on the left, 3 ships on the right, and they fought a bunch. I forget what game that was. Okay. Alright, how do I use... I guess this has to charge up here. Weapon is charging, is ready to fire. Click on it and choose a target on the battlefield to deal damage to your enemies. Okay. So this is... Let's fire at his weapons, I guess. Okay. Can I fire at his weapons too? This is an RTS. I don't know if you'd call it an RTS or not, honestly. You got this game for free on Epic? Nice. All right, we won. I have played this game. I have. I'm pretty sure this combat has evolved since I played it. What was that thing? I don't know, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I want to either. Okay. Wow, I feel like the graphics has been upgraded a lot too since I played it. Build pylons. Okay, we're not playing StarCraft. Is there anything else I can do here? My hull is max, it looks like. I don't have any weapon choices. Do I have like an inventory to look at? Doesn't look like it. I'm still basically in the tutorial. Okay. We're not constructing additional pylons. Imperial outpost, sir. It seems abandoned. Abandoned? Any heat signatures? Not a single one. Seems empty of all human life. What about an omnipresence? They should be here to manage the station, no? They should, and no, I'm not detecting any. This is getting stranger and stranger. Let's send a team of commandos. They're just humans. Captain Lean. Captain Lean, form a small team. Check it out. You got it, sir. Alright, outpost is empty. Seems it was abandoned years ago. If I had to guess, probably around the time the hypercube back there was disconnected from the fold net. It's like someone came here, took the most valuable Omni parts, new encapsulators, positronic chips, and left the rest behind. Scavenging Omni parts? Who would do such a thing? That's a capital offense. One the Pragma execute you for. Hold on, sir. I'm getting a transmission. My commanders have found something. An Omni. Intact from top to bottom. Is it functional? That's a negative, sir. It was in a lower level. Guess whoever was here before us didn't go down that far. Might have needed high clearance to get in. Admiral, I can examine it from here if the captain plugs the data pad into the exosoc. Sure thing, Omni. Alright. Accessing the Omni's mainframe. And... strange. Its exoframe is perfectly intact. It has plenty of Neo-N and its positronic ship seems to be in place. It should be up and running. I don't get it. Any idea when it shut down? According to its chip, 20 years ago. Roughly the time when the hypercube is unlinked from the fold net. What do you want to do about this outpost, Admiral? Ask for explanations, I guess. That's some questions, machine. What do you want to know? Can you reactivate it? Unfortunately, no. Only Omni owners can do that. Besides, this Omni isn't just in sleep mode. It's been shut down. Positronic chip. Actually, I know your kind invented this, as incredible as that is. Specifically, Emperor Oberon. The positronic chip serves several purposes. One, it contains the Rubicon. Two, it dictates Omni functionality. Our functions are specific to Gehenna, and as such are different from the functions of other Omnis, whether they be Imperial Outpost Omnis like the Omni here, Older Omnis Cube, Medical, Teacher, hundreds of other Omnis that exist. Positronic chips give Omnis quantum computing capabilities, which allow us to be so much smarter than you. Positronic chips are produced distributed near Elysium. Of course, that's by design, so that Oberon can closely monitor the quota. Simply put, without a positronic chip, an Omni is little more than its exoframe. Okay. The positronic chip quota. To maintain perpetual harmony in the Empire, Oberon created a quota. Depending on your house and whether it's minor or major, you receive a certain number of chips every 10 years. Who receives the most? House Telos, of course, our house. And the fewest? One of the few minor houses. Vicarelli, they have a pitiful quota. Embarrassing, really. Hate to be a Vicarelli Omni. Okay. And what's a Rubicon? Rubicon is a set of rules enforced at a very low level, ensuring that Omnis don't harm humans and don't deviate from their missions. Suppose an Omni disobeyed its Rubicon, what would happen? It's quite rare, but unfortunately there are examples of this occur in the early days. But if that happens, then the chip would deactivate and trigger a self-termination feature in the Omni. Omni suicide. Just a feature, Admiral. Rarely activated feature. Okay, and Neo N. Is this the fuel, right? First advanced machines discovered the existence of the final element, neutrinium. Exists usually, but not always in stars. Extremely volatile in its natural state. These advanced machines stabilize and improve the planet, providing the most powerful and longest lasting energy source yet. Neutrinium. Neo N. Allowed these first machines to create an even more advanced machine, the Omni, acronym for that thing. Thought you told me Oberon invented the Omnis. I did, you're absolutely right. But technically, it's not entirely true. Oberon invented the first advanced machines, which in turn, thanks in part to their creation of Neo-N, invented the Omnis. Neo-N in its refined state is perfect energy source, stable, almost balanced in its energy yield. As a result, it's used in just about all Omni tech, as humans stopped inventing tech hundreds of years ago. Lastly, what's important about Neo-N is that our very own battleship used it, and without it, we can't go anywhere. Okay, I think we've learned everything. Have I finished this game before? Well, I played it in early access, and I don't think it was finishable. Or at least I finished what was available. But it's been so long that I don't remember a lot of it now. Okay, we already went in there, so I guess we continue on now. Talking about so many things you don't understand, it's so hard for me to keep up. All you need to know is you must destroy enemies, right? That's right. Kill the pirates. I don't want to further worry you, but our battleship's heuristics are detecting an anomaly at our next destination. Anomaly. Okay. Sure, that's perfectly fine. I wonder if I should put my soldier on the squadrons instead of putting him here. Can I remove him from this? Wait, or unless I need somebody on the hull. Can I do that? There we go. Okay. So nobody on hull. Alright, next, there was an anomaly, they said. Where are we going next? I'm here, so we go here. Anomalous signal. Anomaly like socks on Inside Out, or anomaly like murdering aliens? That's a good question, Flurchin. What's up, Shogi? Voice I'm doing sounds like Edward Longshanks from Braveheart. Great. Totally what I was going for. It's one of those creatures again, sir. Maybe this one will be friendly. Nice ship you got there. I'm gonna enjoy scrapping it over your dead bodies. That doesn't sound very friendly to me. You're going down, whatever you are. Battle is imminent. Let's go. Rest of the game is outstanding. Nice. I'm glad you like it, Sam. Each basic squadron type is best suited to fight against a particular squadron. Right. So fighters are good against drones, which is what I did last time. Can I change out my fighters? What's good? Frigates are good against fighters. So if he's got fighters, I want frigates. Let's do that. And I can't change weapons, right? Yeah, I only have the one. Okay, cool. So I was right when I said rock, paper, scissors thing, but I was definitely thinking of a different rock, paper, scissors game than this one. Get blasted, fighters. Get blasted. I don't know, is there a special ability? I wonder how I use the special ability. Left click to select when available. Okay, I don't know if it worked or not. I'm gonna shoot your weapons and attack your weapons. The graphics of the game doesn't even never seen a pixel art like this before. Abilities are passive. Oh, okay, cool. Alright. Okay, so shooting his weapons actually takes it down his hole, looks like. Oh, yeah, we got some fighters. Nice. Ooh. The visuals are very nice in this game. They really are. It's been so long since I've played. I don't remember a lot of this. We had yet another brush with death. At least our scanner detected the anomaly this time. Tell me more about these anomalies, machine. Anomalies are destinations with a higher than normal probability of being very negative or very positive. Unfortunately, we don't know what kind of outcome to expect till we arrive at the source of signal. You could say investigating anomaly signals is a bit of a gamble. Good to know. Come on, there's gotta be someone around here who can tell us what's going on. Alright. Anomaly. Okay. Specials are specific to specific subtypes of units and are usually passive over time. Also, they need to be on the right system for them to work. So I think that guy I put on squadron needs to be on hold. His ability. Gotcha. Okay. So I should have left him on hold, although they haven't even gotten to our hole yet, so. What's up, CJ Shifter? There appear to be a small colony on this planet, Admiral. Maybe we can finally get some answers. I'm also detecting a ground signal roughly 1,000 kilometers from the colony. Could be worth investigating with an expedition. Hello? Is anyone there? This is Admiral Ellis, Idaho of the Imperial Fleet. I'm Tegan Boy, leader of my small colony. What can we do for you, Admiral? If it's scrap you're looking for, I'm sorry, but we have none to spare. Scrap? We're here to find out what's going on in these sectors. I don't understand. We've yet to encounter a single active Omni and 2 enemy battleships have engaged us. Is some sort of shit joke, Admiral? The Omni's shut down. Impossible. The Omni shut down in our sectors, and when they did, so did all of their tech. Can't run without them. How? When? I have no idea how it happened. I'm not sure even Oberon does. Surely the great mystery of our time. As for when? 20 years ago. We relied on them for everything. Food, medicine, weather. It's hard to give accurate numbers, but maybe 75% of the population here died in the first 5 years alone. Now who knows how many of us are left? 10%? Less? Learn more about scrap. You mentioned something called scrap. Can you tell me more about this? Well, now that the Omnis have been having active for so long, Imperial Soul, the former currency, no longer holds value of any sort. The only thing that does is scrap. Remnants of Omni Tech, its metals, ship materials, and Neo-N, our energy source. As Omni Tech becomes scarcer and scarcer, which it has over the last 20 years, its value has appreciated, causing people to act in increasingly desperate and violent ways to get it. That's why scrappers want to destroy our ship so much, so they can collect its broken down parts and sell them, just so they can prolong their miserable lives. But it's not just the scrappers and the pirates who desire this stuff, it's just that most of us common folk aren't willing to kill for it, at least not yet. Is there something else you want to know, Admiral? Ask how their planet and how we can help the planet and the people of their sectors. What can the Odysseus do to help? Defeating the scrappers would be a nice start. Things would look a whole lot better with those scum out of the way. Scrappers? Don't tell me you don't know about them either. It's like you've been living this entire time on an uninhabited planet on the edge of the outer rim. Scrappers are a group of hideous, irradiated scavengers like leftover Omnitech and Neo-N. When the Omni shut down, causing the fold net to collapse in our sectors, they were the ones who took over into chaos. They're not the only rotten apples around here with your pirates and your occasional crazy civilian, but they're definitely the worst. They defeated the Imperial ships? How? Telestech is second to none. Imperial captains are trained at the Academy. True, but the scrapple battleships wore them down. Picked off one here, another there. It's a war of attrition. Plus, the Empire couldn't send reinforcements. Not with our folder down, you see. I hate to say it. I think it's just a matter of time before they make slaves of us all. Even if you beat them, even if you beat Mother, won't change anything. The way they're going 10, 15 years from now, all the hardships we're experiencing will be gone, all of us. Unless what? You somehow reactivate the Omnis, turn them back on again. The ones that haven't scavenged for parts, that is. It's the only way to save us. You have a whole planet of resources. What, we got a bunch of lazy humans? God, we should just vent them all anyway. Ask how he thinks we can turn the Omnis back on. If you put it on officer on the wrong system, then the only thing they can do is repair critical effects. You keep mentally confusing this game with void bastards. This is very different, yeah. How can we do that? You're asking the wrong guy, I'm afraid. As I said, no one knows who or what shut them down. You have to solve that mystery on your own. Once you do, you'll still have to find a way to turn them back on. Which might be another thing altogether. Where should we start? I'd say it, but Mother's probably your best bet. I mean, she benefited the most from them shutting down this cluster, didn't she? And again, there are a lot of theories out there about who or what is responsible for this. Alright, who's Mother? It's a post-Codex Warhammer 40k sort of deal. Basically, they got lazy to their dependence on the Omnis. Yeah, lazy freaking humans, man. We suck, right? Who's Mother? You really don't want to know, Admiral. For some reason, that's what they call her, their leader. Mother, Mom, Mommy. It's very upsetting. Yeah. But I gather she was the one who started the Scrappers, fostering a punk nihilistic scavenging philosophy among their sorted ranks. Who makes up ranks? Former Imperial prisoners would think. Worse the worst. When the Omni shut down, the prisoners escaped from the Omni-run prisons, psychiatric stations. Mother loved her tech, specifically housed Telestech, the battleship I have. People who work for her will kill you for it and enjoy doing it. Alright. Makes them into her playthings and baby makers, she calls them. Wow, okay. Alright, playthings and baby makers, you don't want to know. Their mother's sex slaves. She used to make babies. Scrappers die young, as they should. Thank Auburn for that. Baby makers keep scrapper numbers growing. His breeding stations. Okay. Did Mother shut down the Omnis? I couldn't say. If she didn't do it, you wager some serious crap. She knows who did. Don't recommend asking her. She terrifies you. Alright. Let's move on. They forgot how to do lots of the basic techniques and technologies and over-invested in automated Omnitech so much that all the civilians are starting effectively from a pseudo-dark history or the start of one. Gotcha. Okay. Alright. I should probably learn about scrap. What can I do with scrap? And that holds value scrap. Okay, alright. Let's see here. Alright, let's move on here. When is this game? From what year to so I think it was released last year, I think. Alright, you'll fail, you'll stop sooner or later. It's where yes, you'll die. Take this Neo in. You have plenty, I have a feeling you'll need it. Okay. The scrap like FTL, gotcha. Buy stuff at stores, upgrade your ship, gotcha. Okay, achievement unlocked, shutdown. Do you believe what he said, Admiral? Yes, explains everything we've seen so far. I'm gonna shut down the outer rim, sort of their tech, including their clusters full. That's why those scrappers now run things here. What do we do? Find this Mother. She didn't shut down the Omnis. Chances are she knows who did. If you want to move on, Admiral, open the star map and click on it and choose our next system. Otherwise, you'll want to stay and check out this ground signal. Yeah, let's check out the ground signal. Second dock is unlocked. Remember to make use of it while accompanying your squadrons. Miracle Advantage is often a turning point. Okay, expedition dashboard. 3 commandos. Graphics look pre-2000. Well, so does FTL, but it was, what, 2010? It's a style. It's a, you know, the pixelated style. Okay. Alright. Artifacts ejected cargo pod or cryopod. No major threat detected. Minimum requirement of 3 commandos. Maximum numbers will be sent up to 10 if you have enough. The more you send, the better your chances. Okay. Stuff we can get. And the threats. Gotcha. And we have an option for retreating. Okay. Chance to return safely. Healthy officers have a chance to come back injured. Injurers have a chance to die. Injured or dead officer will abort the mission, forcing you to retreat to ship without loot. Resource extraction meter represents the minimum maximum percent of encountered resources. Team will have a chance to bring back. Okay. And the chance of them returning safely. Got it. Okay, so I want to send all of these guys. Select an officer. How do I select an officer? Clicking on this. Clicking on this. No officer selected. Right click. What do I click on? Oh, I click on these two. All right. Looks like you have a chance for more resources. There we go. Minimum 3. I guess we're taking the 10. Can I... So I clicked on you. Can I change anything here? No ideal officer, sadly. Alright. Detect an artifact. Could be helpful for our mission. Good idea where it is. Need you to a team. Commander's ground. Okay, do it. Only contact is emergency. Any additional resources should be extracted. There's a chance that Jake could die. Keep them safe. Get going. Shell's waiting for you, the commanders. Good luck down there. Thank you, sir. You really don't like that part of the game? You just watch the RNG do its thing and does nothing? Okay. I mean, it's like FTL events, pretty much. Nothing found. Got some Neo fuel. Danger. Avoided. Okay. Ejected cryopod. Expeditions are usually the most lucrative, at least if you have decent officers. Okay. Alright. Resource cache. We got some scrap. Nice. So this is my scrap, my Neo fuel, and my commandos. Alright. Danger. Fight. Oh god, we had some injured people. Should we continue? Of course. Also, she's injured. Yikes. So I got no pod? Damn. Continue. There's no retreating. Oh god. Okay. If she's injured, that could be bad. Alright, at least her hacking's good. Alright, how do I pull him out? Alright, we did it. Alright, she got injured, but we made it through. So we got 91 scrap and 3 fuel, and not whatever was in that cache there. Well, that sucks. Is that just bad RNG, I guess? Let's have one set of... What are drones against? Drones are good against frigates. How do I repair this, I wonder? And you I should put in here, I think, actually. She's good with fighter, or for weapons, so... Says they'll safely return, that means 0% chance you'll go down to 0 health in your officer. I had good RNG in my commando injuries, okay. Alright, here we go. Whoa! Okay, each system contains different points of interest. Ground signal indicator shows system with planetary expedition. Trading beacons you can buy repair. Omniforge indicator shows system where you can improve the mark of your squadrons. Anomaly shows system where there's high risk, high reward. Time you jump, the current sector's rulers get more suspicious once the alert counter reaches 0. All their attraction to find you. Being caught will result in a very difficult, unprofitable encounter. Okay, so it's the rebel fleet pursuit here. You can only pull them out at certain points determined by your system investment. If you pull out early, you'll have to decide between losing scrap and commandos. Gotcha. Okay. System is too far. Oh, I don't have a choice. The illusion of choice that I have right now. I have an alert. I am here. That's where I came in. Oh, okay, I do have a choice. Okay, abandoned auto factory, secret military base, and army depot. Let's go. Got 2 anomalies. Let's go for the anomalies. High risk, high reward. Let's do it. Later galaxies and pathing to the end is very important. Gotcha. R&D for you. I hope you don't mind, but since we had a little time on our hands, we went ahead and built a little weapon prototype out of scrap. Think it will really help you blow our enemies up. Don't you think you should have asked for permission first? Oh yeah, you're absolutely right, sir. But it's almost done, so do you want to finish it, or what? Yeah, sure, make a new weapon. Should have asked first, but excellent initiative, team. Takes scraps we need to finish this. Thanks a lot, sir. Always nice to hear you say that. You know how plants feed on sunlight? Well, your compliments are our nourishment. Wow. Great, bro. In my opinion, investing in fuel extraction early. Okay. R&D is so weird. Alright, we got a cannon Mark 1. Okay, nice. So, we have a Piercer Laser Mark 1, which does 15 damage in 18.7 seconds. Now have a cannon that's 35 and 25 seconds. No effects on hull. This one's got AoE. So I think this cannon is better. Flak or bust? Where's my flak, man? Alright, scavenge the Neo N. Scavenge it. Okay. Upgrades. Ah, okay, so here's our upgrade screen. Is this what you were talking about? Fuel scavenging efficiency? Invest in this early? Well, I should have done that before I just extracted that. Weapon system support. Officer support dock. Will this let me get another weapon slot? No, here, this will give me another weapon slot. Yes. More weapons. I already have 2 squadron docks. Shows stellar system information up to 2 jumps away. Allows expeditionary force to retreat more often, but at better conditions. I'm just gonna upgrade a bunch of stuff, I think. Do these 2 guys. This seems like long-range scanners, but I could have just wasted those upgrades, but that's fine. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Don't even care. Don't even care. We did it. Abandoned auto factory. Does it take fuel for each of these ones? Yeah, 1 fuel each time. Alright. Sir, mind if I have a word? What is it, Lieutenant? I was wondering if we might take a moment to mourn for those who have passed away on our journey so far. Mourn for our own past lives, you mean? Yes, I guess that's what I'm saying. I think it could really help provide a sense of closure. My estimates are right. It'll cost us a bit of scrap to hold a proper funeral. Whoops. Sorry, maybe later. We can't devote any scrap at the moment to this. I understand, sir. Maybe another time. Yeah, later. We'll totally do that. Every star system you can do 1 pull from a fuel cube, and the amount of free fuel you get from it will boost your operational capacity. And how many in and out of system jumps you can do. Think in theory, boosting that has a better chance of increasing your likelihood of snowballs. Gotcha. So I should do, my next upgrade should definitely be fuel extraction. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. Alright. Prepare mission. Scan the planet. Major threats. No major threat detected. Okay. This guy has got better commando survival. This girl has got better resource extraction. You know, I want my resources. Let's do this. Yuck. Are these, am I getting pretty bad rolls on my officers for my expeditions, I guess? Alright, well, let's do this thing. Fight. Oh god, I lost 2 Marines on the first jump. Or that sucks. Okay. Immediate 5 hull damage. Oh god. Should I have healed her before I sent her out? Nothing found. Am I really just getting the worst RNG ever? What the hell? What the hell? I lost 2 more. Well, this is looking pretty bad. Let's retreat. You have 1 health left. I'm gonna head out. 2 injured will die. No thanks. Let's leave the loot. I am so unlucky, man. I swear. How do I heal? Is there any way to heal my people? Typical Rand RNG. That's really unlucky what I got. I wish I could say I was surprised. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit surprised. Okay. That's not where I want to go. Close map. I want the local star system map. It automatically heals them if they don't go to 0. Okay. Math champ, it's your fault with my bad luck. You like my salt too much. Civilian wreckage, sir. Looks like it collided head-on with something in an interstitial tunnel. Unlikely survivors, not the speed they were traveling. Might be a small amount of scrap. Try to scavenge. Is that scrap? I'm saying the situation is, means as much scrap as we can get. Alright. Alright. Not a bad little metal haul if I do say so myself. Nice. 66 free stuff. Pretty stuff, baby. Positive outcome. I have a feeling I had a chance to lose more commandos there. But I'm just taking all the chances. Just taking them all. Alright, scrapper battleship. Yeah, give me the fight. Shiny ship you have. I think I'll scrap it when you're dead. You can take this ship out of my cold, dead fingers. Oh, wow. This has got a bunch of asteroids. Enemies have specialties made on their faction. Check the description of the core system for information on their specific battleship technology. Guerrilla tactics. Patched squadrons, short-range DPS plus 35% against non-patched units. What the hell's a patched unit? He's got fighters. Damage versus drones, so we want to send our frigates out to fight them. Patched are the yellow ones. Every anomaly is a risk of losing commandos with the right, or rather wrong events, yeah. Patched are the yellow ones have less HP. Oh, so they're stronger against hurt units. Gotcha. Got no weapons, only one squadron. Alright, so one frigate out here. What's this? Core system. All allied squadrons are always in a patched state and cannot be repaired. Whenever requiring a new squadron, it comes as patched with a bonus 30% of unit value as scrap. Okay. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Guide my units using waypoints. Gotcha. Is it like this, this, this? Yeah, there we go. Gotcha. Get blasted. Let's try our new cannon out, actually. Actually, yeah, don't fight yet. I want to try out my new cannon. I got some new fighters. Can I actually shoot? I want to shoot my laser at these guys. Oh, get blasted. Oh yeah, I haven't hit in one. Let's try our cannon. 6. Resist! So we did no damage. Oh, that's right, because we can't... the cannon said it only hits... It doesn't do hull damage. Opponent wants to negotiate a truce. You're gonna have to do better than that. That's right. As soon as the table turn, you're not so tough without your car, are you? We kill this guy. Took damage. All right, 73 scrap. Most cannons don't work against battleships. They only hurt squadrons. Keep in mind that mid-battle system and squadron swaps will take time in real time, sir. Gotcha. All weapons either affect only squadron or only battleship except for Pierce Laser, which can do either. Gotcha. Okay. Alright. Killed that guy. Get wrecked. So did we take some damage? Thought I said we took some damage. I don't know what damage we took. Okay. Alright, that's everything, right? We're here, there, okay. Star map. Ejected cryopod. Bunch of locations there. Mercenary outpost. That looks like that would allow us to get some more commandos. Which fuel do I have? 6 fuel. Let's see. Unlike FTL, if you take hull damage, it isn't permanent. If you don't completely lose one of your health bars. Gotcha. It says the officer will safely return when selecting them in an expedition. It's never a lie. They might go down to 1 health, but never to 0. Ah, okay. I assume I want as many jumps as possible. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably want to do something like that, I assume. So let's get as many as we can. Oh, I got the alert though. It's good if they ended up with 1 health since it means they're eating hits for the commandos. Cool. Alright. Battleship, sir, badly damaged. Picking up a faint distress signal from inside their battleship. Wanna send us in, sir? Be nice to see a little action. Let's send a team. I'm sacrificing commandos all over the place. Put a team together, find that signal. Of course, sir. Watch your 6 troops, we're heading in. Catch the stream. What's up, Tiberian? Alright. We're in. Our tracks are telling us we're close to the signal. We've hit a snag. Quarter collapse. It's blocking us. And the 3 months. Thank you so much for the continued randomness. You rock, my friend. Appreciate that. Unless we have a way to clear a path through, I'm afraid the search ends here. Specialist Officer for Assistance. Blue option, baby. You know the situation, Lieutenant. Clear a path for him. I should be able to remotely command a drilling drone. Won't be the biggest pathways. Should be allow the team to continue forward. Ironically, taking their surrender could have been wise, depending on whether you could have gotten more than X scrap with 3 Neo-N. Yeah, so we could have gotten the fuel from it, so that's something like... I mean, I don't know the values of the different things yet, so that's something to consider. Thank you. Thanks to the pencil pusher, we made our way deeper into the ship. Okay. Signals come from the brig. There's a prisoner here. He's in a bad way. Got his hands on a dead guard's comm device, was using to send the signal. Says the Aki ship got crushed. Badly pirates. Also says he's a senator, that if we deliver him safely to his planet, we can expect a big fat reward. Downside is he's stuck in one of those damn Aki hypercells. Yeah, bust him out. Free the man. We're taking the senator home. Right away, sir. Officers and commandos heal after an expedition as long as they weren't killed. A cube. They're Borgs. Resistance is futile. Run. Feels nice to be out of that cage. Like I told your man, if you can deliver me safe to my home, plan the next sector over, mark my words, you'll be handsomely rewarded. I like the sound of that. Surrenders are definitely sometimes worth taking, but you won't spoil too much. It's good to discover some things yourself in the game. Sure, yeah. Okay, so before we do this, we're going to upgrade scavenging efficiency twice. Let's get that maxed. We got an extra fuel from it. Nice. You can definitely see how that's a useful upgrade to have. Alright. Only 2 things to search here. Secret military base and an army depot. Not very good at keeping a secret if it's called a secret base, right? Small civilian transport vessel. Please don't attack! This is Imperial ship, Captain. If you're a friend to the Empire, you're a friend to us. Oh, I assure you we are. The Empire has always been good to us. Very good! Where are you headed? Traveling somewhere, Captain. Trying. A planet not far from here is attacked by scrappers. Terrible, vicious, hideous creatures. Thankfully, we managed to escape. I'm simply trying to find a new home. Arrive there in one piece. Where'll this new home be? Anywhere that's safe, Admiral. Any moon or planet we can live without fearing for our lives. We're a trash planet. Not too revolting would serve our purposes. What's a trash planet? Planets and their trash and sewage, Admiral. People live there? Not usually. Certain creatures do. Okay. Sure, have some fuel. I just got an extra one. Friend of the Empire, take some of our Neo-N to assist on your journey. Thank you, Admiral. Very generous. We have all the Neo-N we need. Your pride prevents you from taking it? Suppose you could say that, yes. There's not time to be prideful, Captain. Not if you wish to see this new home. Keep your passengers safe. Take it. It's yours. Thank you, Admiral. Please, accept this as a show of thanks. It takes up too much space in our cargo. Hopefully we won't need it where we're going. Ooh, is it a weapon? Ooh, a weapon. Free weapon, baby. Well, cost us a fuel. Executioner laser Mark 1. How does that compare to a piercer laser? Higher damage, higher charge time. So we would have 2 very long charge weapons that do a lot of damage, but cannot attack hull. Let's do it. We can maybe conserve our fighters by shooting fighters who come at us or something, maybe. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh wait, was there a secret military base? Can I explore an yeah, I have an expedition here. Repair mission. Alright, let's hope that we can finally get a good outcome here. Wow. She's not even guaranteed to survive, and he's gonna lose commandos. Is this normal for me to get wrecked this hard with these things? We're gonna lose all our commandos, I guess. We're doing it. I know, I'm running low on commandos. Oh god. One dead. Okay, can we at least get something from this, please? Alright, we got... continue. We've only lost one so far. Surely we won't lose more. Oh, we lost... Okay, 2 more. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Alright, we won a fight. Alright, we won that. Nice, okay. Oh god. Alright. At least nobody died there. No hack. Jesus. All the way, man, all the way. It's pretty unlucky, although I didn't necessarily intentionally pick a diverse skill set. I thought I did intentionally choose a diverse skill set, but I guess I don't know the skills. Have I heard of Crying Suns, Luigi Tiso? Have I? I have 3 commandos left. Well, we got a bunch of scrap, so, you know, that's good. Oops, that's not what I want. We have one more thing here. Just throwing away all my commandos. You can buy commandos at stores. I need to find a store, basically, then. Alright. Group of prisoners escaped a prisoner station by building a crew junk ship. You're lucky I haven't started fire, you're a prisoner. Yeah, we're lucky to be flying around in a homemade ship, a bunch of convicts in a post-apocalyptic galaxy. You have no idea how lucky we are. Look, we don't want any trouble. We know we could never beat you with our junk ship. We just want to help you and your crew. We know of a scrapper weapon around here that's unguarded. I'll tell you where it is on one condition. You give us Neo-N and you pardon us. I'm not an Imperial judge. You can at least put in a good word. I can't give you fuel. Arrest the prisoners. I don't do deals with fugitives. Surrender now or face the consequences. Don't tell me you believe Imperial law exists even when machines are down. I know exists. I enforce it. Living in a fantasy world like you do? I surrender. Okay. I forgot where the weapon is. That's fine. I got more weapons than I can hold right now. I was hoping with the prisoners, I could at least get some commandos. They have 2 commandos. I need commandos and I need fuel, that's for sure. Can I sell stuff? I can sell stuff. They don't want to work for me? Strange how that works. So let's sell our broken down drone, I guess. Patched one. I could sell officer as well. Okay. I have... How much does it take to get the 3rd weapon online? 90. So I could have all weapons online if I wanted to. Well, if I let him go, maybe they would have offered to join up. I don't know. He has a dark matter cannon Mark II. 0 damage, 20-second delay. Units can't move or stay on targeted cells for 8 seconds. H-beam. 25 damage. Wow, okay, so big AoE there. Matter destabilizer. Wow. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. 2.5% of max health per second for 20 seconds. So that's like what? 40 plus half, 60% of their health over 20 seconds or something like that. AoE hurts my own units too. Okay. You can eventually repair patch units, and there's advantages to running throwaway units, like not having to worry about recalling them, albeit with penalties. Okay. Well, I feel like I have more stuff than I can use right now anyway, so I'm actually gonna get my 3rd weapon slot unlocked. I have all 3 of my weapons online there. And we're using everything except I don't want to use... I do have 2 fighters, so I could sell my 2nd fighter thing, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay. Alright, I think we've done everything we can do here. Here and then across, I think. The unit is already bodged. Why worry about if it wrecks a 50th time? Yeah. Did I just get caught? I didn't get caught, did I? They found us. Oh, I did get caught. Mom told us to kill you. Not much more to say than that. Or Did I get caught? I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure if I got caught or if this is an event. EMP tower. I did get caught. Doom timer caught up with us. Okay. Well, I guess I don't know how that works then. So you have drones. So we want our double fighters. Here. There. There. Okay. Can't get by us. I'm gonna guess going to the EMP towers is a bad idea. Okay. Basically, if there's a red exclamation point, that means if you go there, you get caught. FTL style, but per star system, you had some starting leeway. Okay. Alright, so looks like they're probably about to send more people, I think. I can shoot them. 8. Fire at your... This. What does that do? Does that stop them from being able to place any, I wonder? Units are under attack. Okay, kill that. Oh, they're fighters. Okay. Nice. Okay. Looks like I didn't attack my own dudes, thankfully. Get blasted. Had to flee without collecting items for the fight. Okay, well, we did get fuel. So at least we didn't die from the dive. I think once you get caught, you're boned. That might have changed. You've never been caught. Essentially, damaging a certain area applies system heat, and if a system overheats, it becomes unoperable till it cools down. You've never seen a combat system like this, Luigi Tizo? Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So, does that mean I can't stay ahead of him now? Looks like I can stay ahead of him here, actually. If I'm understanding the exclamation points. So somehow I survived, I think. Winning bought me some leeway. Gotcha. Cool. Alright. Think you destroy, can't be too far away. Do a flyby. Overheat works on me too. Gotcha. Well, I haven't let any of their units even get to our ship yet, so. Place is a ghost station. Contact the key station. Hey, T-Bone Jinx for the 9 months. Teach me a new game. I'll do my best. I'm relearning it myself. Seems to be a personal log. Spider, our best efforts, number 11 died today, and because of the shutdown, appears we won't be receiving additional test subjects. Team wants to pack it in, running research we spent the last 5 years working on, but how can we give up now after all the work we put in? Decided to continue the research with myself as our next subject. Maybe we'll succeed yet, despite the chaos that goes on around us. Maybe we won't. Time will tell. Am I liking it so far? I do like it. It's not what I was remembering it to be. I was thinking of another game when I kept thinking of Crying Suns, and I'm definitely enjoying it. Probably don't end well for the doctor here. Investigate. We got just enough commandos. Hope I don't lose more commandos here. Guess the last time I played the game was before the story was even complete. Would be worth playing it through to completion. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Place is empty. Place gives you the creeps and it smells weird. Continue your search. I sacrifice all the commandos for resources. Charge those guns, grunts. Just don't die, please. Smells strong now. We must be getting closer to whatever that thing is. Talk to me, Captain. What do you see? It's dark in here, sir. Real dark. I think there's something in the corner over there. Oh, this... I'm sure this will end really well. It's totally aliens right now. Take it down, soldiers! Captain! Captain! Sir, they're gone. I'm the only one left. Oh, God. All of them? It tore my grunts to pieces, crawled into a ventilation shaft. I have one commando left. specialist officer. Take him down. I don't like to brag, but you know, I'm pretty good. Wow. Why didn't you let me do that before I killed all my stuff? Before Rand loses the officer too. Yeah, I'm getting revenge, man. That thing really did number on our team. Feel like I'm standing on the floor of a slaughterhouse. It's hiding from me. Can't say I blame it. I'd hide from me too. Smells bring tears to my eyes. I love beast smell. Alright. I think there's something crouched over there in the dark. Oh, well, this went so well last time. There you are, ugly sucker, aren't you? What are you waiting for? One commando equals no expeditions. Yeah, it's dead, sir. Why couldn't I let this guy lead the team, man? The hell kind of BS event is this? Now it's dead. What was it? I think it's a scientist, sir. Her eyes, thing had her eyes. I guess her experiment went a little off the rails. Guarding a nice collection of scrap. Okay. Before I go, I guess I should ask, you want the head? I don't think that'll be necessary. Thought I'd ask. Game's version of 5 free hull damage? God. Well, we got a bunch of monies. But no expeditions. Okay, we're maxed on this thing, so can we get extra? No, just one extra. Okay. So, whoops, not star map. System map. I can buy commandos with the scrap. Mercenary outpost. Let's go there. Hope we can get some people here. Feels unlucky? Well, I guess I'm gambling and just losing every time. Okay. Situation down here. Isolated fire. It's primary squadron hangar, sir. Put it out using Neo and foam, so it's gonna cost fuel, basically. Yeah. I feel like I'm getting really unlucky with events. Must be a ranch room. The first thing you hear is, what kind of BS event is that? Yep. Just one of those things, sir. Cost-free fuel. Alright. 7 commandos. Buy all of the commandos. Spend all of the stuff. We spent 5 commandos to get 120 stuff, and then we just spent 70 to get them back. I could have gotten a person here. I would like to get a scientist. I wonder if I could sell one of my fighter drones something to get it. I'm gonna sell this. I'm gonna sell one of my weapons. I'm not using my weapons that much. I'm gonna sell one to get an officer. I know I'm just kind of playing fast and loose here, but I'm just kind of relearning the game. Which one is the least useful? Probably the slow one here. Sell that guy. So I have a scientist and a soldier, so I want a spy. Lethal firing. Heat sustained from battleship weapons. Deals 2 DPS to enemies adjacent to your battleship system cells. Heat sustained. So that's basically the same. If you're rolling, don't need to worry too hard, yeah. Okay. Alright, so we want to put you... Heat sustained by systems from battleship weapons. Applies to weapons. Your thing applies to... So I have 2 weapons, people, actually. Hers is better than yours, I think. But we'll put you there. Okay. Alright, local system map. Well, we have enough commandos we can do an expedition now. I can upgrade to get a second slot there. Ah, okay. Chance you can help me out. All these little scraps so me and Mike get something to eat. So many beggar ships these days throw a meteor. You're bound to hit 10 of them. Huh? Ask about his life. Another life, a dream. I was an Exofame guard. I guarded Omnis for House Telos. They couldn't fight for themselves. So I needed humans to guard them in case other houses tried something. I didn't see much action. Pure laws prevent that sort of thing from happening. Crazy match now, right? I keep spending all my scrap, sadly. We don't have any scrap to spare. Too bad. Don't like that. But I know things. I could have really helped you out. You missed it out, sir. That was a positive outcome, huh? So positive. What's the guy with tentacles in the bottom left? He's like our advisor. Our robot advisor, dude. Okay. Alright. Positive outcome, he probably gives you something good if you give scrap. Yeah, I was hoping he would join us, but no. Alright, Sophia Gomez. Saw your ship there, so I thought I might as well ask. We need a hyperventilator 23 to make a generator go. Any chance you got one kicking around? Think we got some scrap around here to pay with somewhere. Chief here, sir. Listening in. We don't have a 23 in our stock. We could break a bird down and get it that way. Up to you. Whoa. I just sold my other squadron, so... Tell them I'm Admiral Idaho. Do you know who I am? Oh yeah, that's nice. You can help us with the part? No, we're not breaking down one of our things. Bet you're sitting on a pile of 23s. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I could do a second weapon thing if I had 80 scrap for that, and that'd let me put 2 people there. Wow. With max, we only got 1 frickin' fuel. Raw, man. Patching is necessarily so bad, it's just a minor disadvantage, which you get away with by clever using weapons. Oh, so that wasn't going to take away my thing? I thought that was going to destroy my thing. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of mechanics in this game I don't understand yet. Okay. Could damage our birds. 50-50. Okay. Well, now our birds have a 50-50 of being scrapped, so... Let's see what happens here. Okay. Took some careful maneuver. We extracted without incident. Nice. Cool. Alright, well, we could have done that, I guess. Oh, well. Now I know. Learning the mechanics of the game. You never totally lose squadrons unless you sell them, you believe? Okay. Did we get out in time? Looks like we did. So getting here, I think, unlocks this ship that you were telling me about, Machamp. Scrap a battleship, Mother Crones. Tell us battleship in my sector? Think you took a wrong turn, Admiral. Not that I'm complaining. Where is she? Where is Mother? You think I'm gonna tell you just because your ship's all shiny and appetizing? It's my mom we're talking about. Alright. I gotta get to the end of the chapter. Oh, this isn't the end of the chapter. He's got drones. Patch drones. Alright. Get my drones ready. There. Do 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 do. Engage. Ooh, they did some damage to us there. Okay. Okay, he's gonna have fighters. Which drones are weak against fighters? Go back. Go back. I want to shoot these guys. Weapons ready to fire. Okay. If you right-click the squadron icon, you can swap them with another squadron. Yeah, if they send out... Yeah, let me do that. Yeah. I guess if they do send out more fighters, I'm gonna want to have these guys available, so let's do that. Let's wait for these next group to come out, see what we got. They're drones, okay. That's not what I want with this. I missed him. Ooh, I'm getting low. Massive damage versus drones. Great. Okay. That buys us some time. We gotta right click them to get drones here. If they deploy drones again, I'm in trouble. Oh god, they're drones. God. Kite him. Kite him. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think we got him. It's kamikaze drone. Most of the damage comes from kamikaze. Okay. Alright, I think we got there. Not the best fight, but... killed him. Did he just explode? Drone bomber. Get blasted, sir. Why does this hold come back up? I killed one bar, okay. Got fighters, okay, that's okay. Man, how many units do you have? $43. Oh my god, okay. Victory! 500 scrap. Holy crap. Okay. Achievement unlocked. Jeef Skeege. Okay. You can infinitely reuse damage units. It just throws a cooldown timer on sending them back out. In theory, you could win a. You could win a war of attrition. Okay. Because of my hull, I guess. All right. Well, we got a whole bunch of scrap from winning that. Now I'm in sector 2 out of 3. Gotcha. All right. Commandos. I need all the fuel. I know. I need commandos for sure. I'm taking no hull damage, so that's good at least. Upgrades. Kind of want to do the weapon system support. Because having this person here does nothing, right? I don't think that has anything there. So having a second weapon slot would reduce the heat, I guess. He can repair critical effects. I don't know what that means. He's better here, though, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that. Do that. Put you there. He's not worthless completely? Okay. But he is better here. I think. So all we have is this border shop here, which gives you a chance to buy fuel and more commandos. It's probably worth buying all these. I'm going to buy all of them. You can repair fires in the system being completely inoperable, but anyone can do that. Okay. Alright, star map. What do we got? New place. Okay, so I can't go back and forth as much as I was thinking I could. Ooh, what's the green? Deliver to Senator's home planet. Oh, good. I don't miss out on doing that. Well, we're definitely doing that then. We got to get our rewards for that. No point in wasting his potential and downgrading him into a warm body. Can basically go vertical once. Gotcha. Pirate battleship, sir. Imperial Admiral. I like killing Imperial Admirals. Basically go vertically once without diving. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Deploying fighters. There, okay. Wow, they got officers in all 3 positions. Weapons reload time. And you have a flak cannon. Oh god, okay. They have a flak. And I do not have a flak. Flag is a unit you can cap. The flag is a unit you can capture. The flag. Oh, this. Oh. I'm gonna go over here then. Is like a defensive structure or something? Wonder if it goes any faster or anything. Okay, we're gonna fire at this thing as soon as it spawns. It is a drone shredder. Okay, I see you there. Nice. Take a shot at your drones. Okay. You take out the drones, you go shoot at that. Nice. Oh, that's cool. So he helps us take that out. That's awesome. You know what? You actually fire at the weapons, I think. You don't think multiple squadrons make it faster? Okay. All right. So that was a little waste there. Nice. Get blasted. Okay. So I do have the upgrade max for fuel scavenging. There's nothing else I can do with that, right? Yeah. I could get another dock. That's really expensive, actually. You have a lot of scrap, though. Nice. Do you think one squadron has to be there 15 seconds without being interrupted by combat? That makes sense. Gotcha. Alright, ejected cryopod. Dock is usually good. Yeah, having an extra dock sounds like a good idea. I haven't fought anybody who's got more than one. Even though they have all those units, we just have more units. Appears we've at last reached his home planet. Oh, I totally forgot about that guy, yeah. Live at the center of his planet. It's the guy who promises big reward, right? Hope he's a man of his word. You and me both. You'd run additional docks, but you also wouldn't have sold the second drone set. Use the patch drones as suicide stalls. Gotcha, yeah. Because of what you've done, we can resume our session, hopefully improve the lives of our citizens. You're welcome, Krongswomen. I wish you the best of luck in these difficult times. Thank you. We're certainly going to need it. By delivering me safely to my own planet, you have lived up to your end of the deal, Admiral Solai. Here is your reward, which you so thoroughly enjoy. Ooh, nice. 20 commandos. Just think we were down to 1 a little bit ago. Ship's an inspiration to us all. Hail Oberon. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Let's prepare our mission. Actually, is there anything I could do to increase the chances of our missions going well? Hull, subsystem, squadrons, weapons. Allows for more retreats. So this will make it so our retreats are less costly, I guess. Besides that, just get more officers. Okay. I think I do want to get the extra squadron dock here. And now I need to actually look for good squadrons too. More or better officers, yeah. Cool. Alright, let's do this thing. Ambushed. Really? Jeez. This is all terrible. Why do I get the worst things every time? I'm telling you all, I have the worst RNG on any game that's anywhere close to FTL. I have 2 retreat chances. Let's do this. This is our best, or at least scrap gains, but our best chance to not lose as many commandos, I guess. We can do it. And this is easy difficulty, and I'm getting this RNG. Great, good start. You get one of the big things where you get loot, lost to just run. Oh my god. Think RNG depends on difficulty? Well, for me it sure doesn't. All right, we've lost 4 already. I think we call that good, right? We got one of the 2 things. I have 0 scrap. Leave the loot. First words you hear from FTL are getting scrap and thinking this doesn't look like FTL. I got no of the 2 things, so I got nothing. Cool, great. Thanks, FTL. I mean, Crying Sons. Should have gone in harder. All right, well, whatever. I don't know. This game is freaking punishing, that's for sure. I got free hull damage basically. So I'm pretty sure that couldn't have gone worse. I should have invested more, I guess, but whatever. Weak distress signal, transmission from that escape pod. For getting this, I need your help. My pod's engine is conked out. I'm on a high velocity collision course with the ship eater. What's a ship eater? Tell me more. Since you're about to die. Going to try and help you. What do you mean by ship eater? Powerful gravitational singularity not too far from here. Ship eater, how it's known informally, you know, because it swallowed many ships. You know? Visiting a group of omnis, think they're interested in harvesting its energy. When they collapsed, I nearly went crazy living on my own for so long. Somehow managed to survive at a research station until my food ran out. When I jumped to the escape pod with its old engine. It's been here about a day when the engine failed me. You know the rest. Alright, how can I help you? You just found Shanty about GameStop. Holy crap, it's lit. I don't know what Shanty is, but yes, I've been reading about it. That is pretty insane. Get me off this pod. Skilled pilot, they use their thrusters precisely, could stabilize rescue pod long enough to pull me out. We could enhance our short-range tractor beam. It could be enough to pull the pod away. Requires using some scrap. Do it. It's only a 50-50. I don't have a good pilot, sadly. Go for it. See if we can pull this pod toward us. 50-50 means 100% I lose, most likely. Oh, there's a sea shanty about the GameStop thing. Oh, I bet that is fun. Alright. I'm not sure that beam has a chance to pull me in. You don't have a good pilot, do you? I got somebody who likes to kill monsters. Alright, 50-50. It's working! It's working! Oh, do we get an officer? Bobo Rodriguez. Maybe you're a good pilot. Scientist. Okay, he's got the erudition thing. If I had that guy last time, that would have helped a lot. Alright, we actually didn't fail. Ooh, okay, well that was weird. We got the crap one, but not the good one, alright. GameStop Sea Shanty, search it on YouTube. I'll have to do that later. Alright, so what do we got here? Planetary defense turret wreckage, mercenary outpost. Well, maybe we can refill with whatever we most likely will lose at this one. He has officer assist, so basically you put him with another officer, he'll double up that ability. Oh. Stress signal. Help me, Imperial. Our ship crashed on this rock. Scrapper signal, sir. I'm gonna starve, or worse yet, get eaten by a Xeno. You gotta help me. First, I feel bad for Xeno. Can't think of a more disgusting meal than a scrapper. What's a Xeno? You're sick, Admiral, asking about that when I'm so close to dying. It's a creature that lives here, okay? Big teeth, fast, eats anything, even scrappers. Come on, you gotta get me out of here. I don't want to be Xeno food. Alright, question about Mother. Give me that scrapper. Yes, me dying in the mouth of Xeno exactly what the scrapper deserves. I didn't ask you, soldier. Do as you're told. Alright. Scrapper's been rescued, sir. Blew that Xeno up just as it was about to swallow him down. Splattered it nice and good. Put in the brig for you. Goes by the name of Sick, if you can believe that. And we got a couple prisoners. You saved me, Admiral. I was looking in that Xeno's mouth when your troops splattered it dead. Maybe you Imperials aren't so bad. What about the shutdown? Tell me everything you know about the shutdown, Sick. Drop you back off that friend of yours. I don't know anything, Admiral. You gotta believe me. I wasn't even born yet when they stopped working. I knew Mother was responsible. I'm low on the totem pole. Mom, don't tell me anything. Just do this, scrap that, terrorize them. You gotta believe me. Where is she? Where is Mother? Mother? I couldn't say. She's very busy woman, scrapping Omnitech, enslaving people. As you saved my life, I guess I can help you. You heard of the Neo-N child, right? No, what's that? Prophet of these sectors, child no older than 12. She knows all there is to know. Neo-N helps her see. Snorts it up her little nose. Well, that's gross. She'll know where she is. Where is she? Tell you on one condition, you give me a bunch of scrap and release me on a planet somewhere. Planet without Xenos. You know what? I can kick you out the airlock. I do it with humans all the time. Didn't want to do it, not even to scum like you, but you leave me no choice. But what do you mean? Afraid I'd have to put you out the airlock. You wouldn't. Ask yourself something. Do you think I care what happens to a creature like you? Okay, I tell you. Find the child on this station. Put on your star map. She lives there with her silent sisters. Out the airlock you go. They say they're Mother's sisters. The rumors, once they tried to rise up against her, spread all kinds of rumors. When Mother found out, she cut out their tongues, made sure they'd never spread rumors again. You know everything. You happy? Yes. Well, I would have been happier if I'd been able to kick you out the airlock, but, you know, it's fine. Alright. So, this guy's ability... I want to increase the cooldown time, so we do this. We're gonna put Mr. Bobo here, Mr. Rodriguez here. That should make our reload time even faster if I'm understanding this correctly. New game, that's right, Kenny. What's the story, what's the scrapper, and who is the mother person? Well, you're joining an hour and a half in to pair, so... The story is we got cloned and now we're trying to figure out what happened. Mother is the leader of a group of scrappers. Scrappers go around destroying ships, basically. And we're trying to figure out why everything got shut down, basically. A very abbreviated version of what we've learned so far. Alright, do we have anybody good? Finally! Finally! Our new officer has green on all the things. Yes! Finally! Do it! She huffs radioactive fuel to see vision. Sounds like one hell of an oracle, yeah. Does that mean we succeeded every time? And we immediately lose? I have perfect stats, and you die. Okay. Yeah, hopefully if we only lose one, that's about as good as we can get. Good. Immediately lose somebody. Maybe that's normal. Okay, that's good. Continue. We only lost one guy, and nobody even liked Jose, so it's fine. Sir, Jose was my brother. I know, you hated that guy, right? I love my brother. Okay, well, we'll make sure you're the next one to go. Alright. Beautiful. Plasma Nuke Mark II. Ooh, that sounds cool. Aww. How do you not have piloting? Alright, well, that's fine. At least we didn't lose another guy. Alright, we got a weapon and a bunch of scrap. I think that's a weapon that we got. Plasma Nuke. Damage 25, delay 20.3. That's a huge zone. Wow. Lower damage than this one, but big ol' AoE. Can you clone Lost Guy? No, no. You have to buy new commandos, or I guess get them from events, maybe. It's a nuke, what do you expect? Yeah, definitely worth. One guy for a nuke? Dude, that's absolutely worth. Okay. Anomaly signal. Was there something else here that I missed? Encountered anomaly. It was the main mission. Okay. That's a massive anti-unit damage. Is nuke one time? No, it's just a cooldown. As far as I've seen, the only cost on every weapon is just cooldown. Alright, so if I try to go down here... You said I can go up once, but it looks like I could go... I guess maybe going up here was not counted as going up. Mercenary Outpost, Omniforge. Bunch of stuff there. Shipyard. Ooh, shipyard. If I can get another other units like that would be awesome. So I either go for the Omniforge or a shipyard. Omniforge, I would guess, would be for weapons, maybe? Yeah, you left, Jose. We'll make sure you join him real soon. That's right. Omniforge allows you to spend neon to upgrade existing units. Interesting. Does units mean my fighters? I can make them like Mark IIs, I'm guessing. So I could upgrade my units, or I could get more. Units as in squadrons. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So it's either upgrade units or get more. Well, upgrading them sounds actually really nice. I wish I could go here. There's a lot of locations there, but okay. Let's go this way. Let's go across. Sorry to see how my Cult of Simran ended, Charlie Brown Life. Me too, but I don't know. That game is punishing. Game is super punishing. I was hoping we'd win, but after spending 20 hours and having it end like that, it really didn't make me want to play it again, honestly. For only a small donation to the church, I won't blow you up with my far superior battleship. All things considered, you'll find this most generous. Specialist officer, talk my way out of this. Glad to see I'm trying this, yeah. This is a boarding cruise simulator. No, I guess you haven't seen combat. You'll probably see combat soon. Good status, Lieutenant. By the way, Admiral. Greetings, believer. Who are you? Me? Just a lowly believer counting my days until I can enter the Garden of Light and Metal. I sent a transmission to offer my humble advice. Which is what? Don't accept our scrap. Why not? Scrap of this ship, full as that ship is of non-believing Imperial vermin, is tainted. Yes, it would be. I hadn't thought of that. And tainted as it is, I do not believe it should be mingling on our ship with the more virtuous scrap of the church. Yes, I see your point. I'll tell you what, keep your filthy scrap. Consider this a one-time holy favor. Thank you. You're most gracious. I know. Okay. Alright, we saved some scrap. Nice. Okay, I wonder if I should save scrap if we're going to be having a chance to upgrade. No, we are not getting lucky with this fuel upgrade thing. I can add an extra officer support to it. This makes this dock recovery take less time. Doesn't need that. We don't really need that. Hold bars, hold integrity, heat capacitor. I feel like I don't really need any more upgrades right now, so. Yeah. Mercenary outpost. Okay. Try to keep this short. We're transporting a Xeno. There's a collector around here. Probably guessed it. Got loose in. Thanks to that. No good captain. Triggered it. We also have an activated self-destruction cooldown. I know what a Xeno is. It's a thing that was trying to eat that scrap earlier. What can I do? Kill the Xeno got lost. Or distract her at least. How about my monster hunter guy? Yeah, we got a specialist officer. Do it. Ah, okay. It's actually not the guy. That guy. It's the girl. You're back. What do I think about this game, Chacha Lulu? I'm enjoying it so far. More than I thought, because I was thinking of a different game when I was thinking of what Crying Suns was, so. Stop the countdowns. Still somewhere. Situation remains the same. Yeah. Let's save the smugglers and grab the cargo. I spent a bunch on extra commandos. Gotta put them to use. Alright, well I lost the 50-50 last time we tried this. There's a massacre. Team ran into an adult female. They're gone, all of them. Every time. Every stinking time, man. Alright, fine. Alright. Do I want to get any more officers? Cannon Mark II. That would be an upgrade to our current cannon. What do I want to do here? Does anybody have skill that applies to fighters? Yes, this person does. Squadron short-range DPS against non-patched units. I don't want to get this girl here. That means I'll have one extra officer than slots, though. So there's that to consider. But I could get another slot. One absorb shield every 15 seconds with the first unshielded battleship system in this order, whole squadron weapon. Section will have the probability engine that turns 50/50s into 100% success events. Is that really a thing? I don't have any upgrade to fighter, so I'm going to buy you. This is definitely an upgraded weapon. I'm not sure if it's worth getting it. So we're going to get rid of you and put in Mustafa Cardosa. An auxiliary system? Okay. Auxiliary system. I don't know if I know what those are. So I want to put my other guy in the weapons thing. Is there another weapon support thing? No, there's only 2 max. So this other guy doesn't really do anything. Unless I can put him in hull or something. So, so I sell the Cannon Mark II to get Mark 1 to get the Cannon Mark II. This is 35 damage at 25 seconds. 35 and 25. It's 5 seconds faster. Yes, let's do it. Cost us 50 or 75 basically. Get some more commandos. Hover around maybe 15. Take 1 fuel. Okay. Essentially think like whatever shield charge booster or pre-igniter was, but for Crying Suns. Yeah, okay. Where do those go though? I don't see a slot for those on the ship. Those are called augments in FTL. Pirate battleship, ready for fire. It's a trap. Oh god. They're already ready. That sucks. Okay. What does he have? What squadron? Only one is a fighter. Okay. Fight him, and we're gonna have these guys try to take. Actually, this drones are slower. Actually, okay. So drones, you go up around here. Wait, didn't I have another weapon? I didn't equip the Mark II. Damn. All right, I think we stopped him right before he was actually able to do that. Beautiful. Next coming out, I don't know what it is, but let's go there. There.